Hey, welcome back. I'm now going to continue my 32 and 32 with the Arizona Cardinals. To say that the 2022/2023 season was a disappointment would be a major understatement. Coming off the 2021-2022 campaign, when they looked like they were going to be the team to beat in the NFC West, they stumbled down the stretch. They just squeaked into the playoffs, and then they obviously faced off against their division rivals in the Los Angeles Rams and lost in the wild card round. So coming into this past season, there was a lot of hope and a lot of praise, but unfortunately, it was not meant to be, as they would finish with a 4-13 record, losing their last 7 games of the season. So to say that this team is most likely going to be on a rebuild would be an understatement. I'm just going to go through a few of the key additions and subtractions for this team, and I'll let you know where I think they will finish in the standings next season. So the first one is Kaiser White. He was brought over from, take a look at the stats, from the Philadelphia Eagles. So obviously he was just a member of the team that went to the Super Bowl just this past season. So maybe adding someone like him on the defensive side of things can help boost up their defense. And the other addition, if my phone can load in time, was, forgive me if I'm going to mispronounce the name, Hishati Froholt, an offensive lineman, and he last played for it's kind of ironic they don't have any stats for offensive linemen for the Cleveland Browns. So he came over from Cleveland, and he's now going to be a starting lineman for the Arizona Cardinals. And a couple of subtractions that they have lost, if I can get this to load, was Zach Allen on the defensive line. He is now a member of the Denver Broncos. And the other subtraction was Byron Murphy Jr., and he is now a member of the Minnesota Vikings. Another key loss that they lost on the defensive side of things was they released Marcus Golden. So losing a few of those key pieces on defense, I'm sure, is going to hurt. Yeah, they have some younger players, and they are, like as I said previously, in a rebuild. What's the future of Kyler Murray? Is he going to want to stick around? Do they even want him? Because he's been so injury prone lately. There's just a lot of questions for a team that looked like they were basically Super Bowl contenders and just 2 seasons ago, and then obviously this past season they absolutely crumbled down the stretch. They were sitting at 4-6, and then they lost their last 7 games to finish at 4-13, so they finished last in their division. And if I had to make my prediction right now for the 2023-2024 campaign, I still think they're going to finish 4th. I just believe the 49ers are not to be messed with, especially with Brock Purdy at the helm. Whether they go with him or Trey Lance, it's up to, I guess, whoever is going to be the starter. But those are 2 pretty good guys at your quarterback position. When you have the likes of the Seahawks, they proved last year that they don't need Russell Wilson on their team to be in a playoff position, as they did make the playoffs. Unfortunately, they fell short against the 49ers and the Rams. Can they stay healthy? As long as you have Matthew Stafford at the helm, can you get a healthy Cooper Kupp and a few other key pieces for the Rams? So I think this is going to be really tough in that NFC West division to contend for a playoff spot, let alone a division title. So I do think the Cardinals should improve on their 4-13 record. If I had to make a prediction now, I could see them maybe finishing like 7-10, 6-11, somewhere around that mark. I just think they should have more than 4 wins. But again, the big question mark is going to be Kyler Murray. Can he stay healthy enough? Will he be able to get that magic that he had at the start of the season, and obviously the season prior, to be able to get over the hump? So for the Arizona Cardinals, I don't want to say they're in a rebuild, because as long as you have Kyler Murray at the helm, you should be good enough to win games. But can your defense live up to the hype? Can your health is the major issue with any team in any sport. Can you stay healthy for all that time? I'm not 100% certain on that, but like I said, they should improve from 4-13. I do think they'll get to at least 6 or 7 wins. But again, that NFC West is going to be really tough, especially with the other 3 teams that I just previously mentioned. Thank you all for tuning in, and until next time, take care. Oh, sorry. No, that's all I got to say. Sorry.